Hey friends, how are we doing today? We are getting ready to do some more Dreamie hunting today. Hopefully we find somebody good. I don't know. So, yeah, let's get started. I ended up kicking out Chatter, and then I try to get the game to stay on the same day, but somehow we ended up still having somebody move in. I'm not sure. The day didn't change. So I had to go through and I had to, sorry, I got smudges on my glasses. I had to go through and kick somebody else out. So I kicked out Tia. So Tia is now gone. I know a lot of people really liked Tia though. And we ended up getting a penguin. We got this one. So whatever this one's name is. Wade. We got Wade. So anyway, I am going to change the title of this. What are you doing, computer? That's fine. OneDrive is full, apparently. Yeah, Wade looks pretty cool. I haven't really gone and talked to Wade. Okay, I am going to, make sure that everything is going well on the stream. We are going to do our Dreamie hunt, and I am going to do... I'm pulling up a random question generator, and I'm going to answer random questions as we go. So let's see, how does this work? Random question generator. Hey, but oh, I see. Okay. All right. And we're going to answer random questions as we go throughout this stream to keep it I don't know, entertaining. That's what I want. I want it to be entertaining, but I figured it was kind of fun talking about everything yesterday in yesterday's stream. And so I figured we could try to just do random questions, and you guys can answer with me if there's questions that you want to answer. I don't know what kinds of questions I'm going to get on this random question generator, but we're going to hopefully get some good ones. Okay, I'm running low on tickets. Move. We'll do 30 in my pockets. Okay, so we've got 30 tickets in the pockets. Here we go. Random question generator sounds fun. Yes, I think it should be fun. Okay, we'll do this. Okay. If I could type. Okay, there we go. Random question generator. Ask me questions while I Dreamie hunt. Boom. Okay, perfect. That should be good. Okay, are we ready? Do you think we're going to get anyone good this time? We've been lacking and slacking. Slack-a-lacking. Slack-a-lacking, crack-a-lacking. I don't know. Lorenzo. Had to reset your island and start back. Oh boy. How is the restart going? Hopefully it's going okay. So, I want to fly. Man, whatever is on my glasses, I cannot seem to get it off. Where's Dawn when I need her? Dawn, are you in here? I need new glasses, Dawn. So bad. Oh my gosh. Probably doesn't help. I just took a shower, which is why my hair is really wet. And I think I just keep getting little water droplets from my hair on my glasses. I hope we can get somebody good. Hoping. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you haven't already. We're also on the road to 7,000 subscribers. Be awesome when we can get there. Time for takeoff. Okay, so let's see. Our first random question is, what was the last dream you can remember about? I honestly don't know. I don't really have dreams. I think I mentioned it yesterday. I have 3 sleeping disorders. And so I do not I usually don't have dreams because I really don't hit that like that REM stage or when you have dreams. Man, this would be like a perfect time to do tarantula farming. But I don't really have a lot of dreams because of my sleeping disorders. I don't sleep for long stretches at a time. It's like a little rain hat. That's funny. I don't sleep in long stretches. It takes me about 2 hours to fall asleep. And I don't sleep for very long. And then if I wake up, I can't fall back asleep and it's bad. So the last dream you can remember is eating chips. You restarted, it's doing good, terraform, or transferred all of my resources. That's a good idea. So the last dream I can remember. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. As a kid, I had a reoccurring dream a lot. I don't know if anybody's ever had reoccurring dreams. So that's really the only dream that I can really, really remember. And the reoccurring dream always scared me because at the end I die. So it's exactly the same every single time. It's like I'm at like a family party at one of my cousin's houses, and the house basically gets attacked by people with guns, and I hide, and it's actually a really long dream. Last dream you remember was being rich. Basically, I hide in one of their rooms, and I guess I try to call the police, but there's no cell phone service, which is really, really, really weird that the dream has never changed. Like, that's what scares me so much, is I vividly, even as a kid, remember like calling on a cell phone, like an iPhone type cell phone, and having no phone service. But at that age when I was having those dreams, cell phones didn't exist. And that's what terrifies me. And there's a little girl in the dream that looks exactly like my oldest daughter. Like exactly like my oldest daughter. I always told my husband, I was like, there's this little girl. She's like 4 or 5 years old. She's got long blonde, kind of curly hair at the bottom. Terrifying. So anyway, they invade this house. And I escape out through a window, and as I'm running through the yard trying to escape, I get shot in the back and I die. And that's that's my reoccurring dream. So it's kind of morbid, but I've had it maybe like 20 times in my life, and kind of scary. So yeah. So I don't know if anybody else has had any weird dreams like that, but yeah. All right. Generate a random question. What's something that you think may have been What's something that you think you may have been the only person in the world to ever do? Something that I think that I'm the only person in the world that has ever done it. I don't know. I don't know. Does anybody else out there think that they're the only person in the world that's ever done something? I don't know. I'm not that special. I can't think of anything that I would have been the only person. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, I can't even have been the only person. Like, I was in a study once for an ADHD medication, and I ended up being really allergic to it, and I had a really bad breakout. It was like a patch. Like, you know how you can get like medicine patches now that like it's like the patches that you stick on your skin and then it like gives you medicine over time? It was one of those, and it was like this big, and it went on my hip, and nobody knew that I was allergic to like adhesive, so like band-aids. Like, I've got a band-aid on my thumb right now because I cut myself, but I'm gonna have to take it off. I'm allergic to like adhesive material, sticky stuff, and you had to leave it on for like a week. Well, they didn't know I was allergic at the time, and it adhered to my skin, and they basically had to rip this like adhesive medicated patch off of my thigh. I was like 7 years old. They had to rip it off, and all my skin came off with it. Maybe I've been the only person to do that. Have a medical bandage rip off a 4x4 inch of skin on their hip at the age of 7. I don't know. That's a hard question. Is Bob a popular villager today? I heard he was quite popular. He might be. I don't know. I think he's pretty popular. Okay. Oh, it already gave me another question. What's something that you absolutely will not put up with? Something that you absolutely won't put up with? I mean, there's a lot of things, like stupid people. I would not put up with, like, any form of abuse, I guess. Like, I wouldn't ever want to put up with that. I don't put up with... I don't know. I'm going to say any type of abuse. It's bad. Especially, like, child abuse, all the stuff that's going on in the news here. You won't put up with drama. That's a good one. Yeah. I'm definitely going to say, like, child abuse and stuff like that. Like, I mean, and I haven't. I have... So, being an employee of our school district, at least in Pennsylvania, I'm legally obligated. I had to take a class and, like, a certification. I'm legally obligated to report any time that I suspect any type of child abuse or child neglect at all. And I've had to report it, I think, 5 or 6 times now. I've had to do reports of child abuse and, like, be in contact with the police and, like, an investigation process. So, like, I don't put up with that stuff. Definitely would never put up with Karens. Yeah. And there's a lot of Karens. That's the problem. It's like you don't want to put up with Karens, but, like, I feel like if you look at a group of 10 people, like, 8.5 of them are Karen anymore. It's so bad. Like, I did a TikTok video today of me, like, I tried to go to the bathroom, tried to go pee. You know, it doesn't take that long to go pee. But I made a TikTok video where I, like, went into my bathroom and I was like, I haven't even sat down on the toilet yet, and I can tell that my children have, like, dumped all the toys. And I, like, was talking to the camera and I said, here's what my house now looks like. It was spotless before I went in the bathroom, and then when I came out of the bathroom, like, 20 seconds later, they have, like, toy bins, and they dumped all the toy bins all over the floor. And I was like, and in the little bit of time that I, like, walked in the bathroom and closed the door, they've done this. And somebody commented on it and goes, I don't think that's a typical problem. You just have really bad kids. You should get on that. And it's like, my kids literally dumped a couple of bins, and you're telling me that my kids are bad for being kids. Like, I swear, people. And it's always, the people that always make, like, the horrible comment, like the Karen comments on videos with children, have no experience with children. Like, they just think they know how to parent, and they don't. And that I don't put up with. Yeah. Hey, Kiwi. How are you? All right, let's see. On any given day, what do you think you spend the most time doing? Watching my children, making sure they don't kill themselves. That, cleaning, cooking. Yeah. But spending time with my kids, because I work from home and I stay at home with my kids. And they are basically, I mean, I teach online, but they're also, like, a majority of my job. I wish I could say it was, like, sleeping or eating or, I don't know, watching my favorite TV show, but that's not what happens. You spend time watching funny YouTube videos, right? I have my laptop up in my kitchen. Like, I have the laptop that I use for all of this. Playing Animal Crossing, yes. I have the laptop that I use for streaming, and I have a laptop here so that I can, like, transport it if we ever, like, go anywhere and I need to edit videos or anything like that. That's why I have a laptop for streaming. I would, you know, preferably like a desktop, but we're planning on moving eventually and stuff like that, and this was just easier. Anyway, I have a laptop upstairs as well that I use for, like, my family vlogging channel and work and stuff like that. And I almost always have it open to somebody's stream, whether it's Coyote or Pange or Peachy or, you know, somebody. Always. There's, like, always somebody's stream playing in the background of my house. All right, next. What's your close call story? My Close call story. Have I ever almost died? I don't know. What's my close call story? Man, we're just never finding anybody good anymore. Close call story. I've never really like been in any like accidents or anything. I guess the closest thing I could say is with maybe the birth of my third child. I can't have epidurals, so all three of my kids I had to have with no pain medication, which to me is like close enough to death as you can probably ever get. But she was born not breathing, so that was really bad. My blood pressure was kind of high, and then they had an issue where they couldn't get the placenta out, so they were thinking that they were going to have to send me into an emergency C-section, but then I can't have pain medication for the emergency C-section. And when you get sent for an emergency C-section, if you have to be put to sleep, then they have to intubate you. And so it would have been really scary. But they finally got it. So, yeah. Close call for you is when you almost drown in the pool. Oh, yeah, that's scary. I mean, I did have an issue. I water ski. I haven't water skied in a long time because I've been pregnant every freaking summer. But I water ski, and one time I did have like a really nasty fall on water skis, and I fell and I got a lot of water inside of me, and that was scary. But yeah, there was this one time, right? You don't think you've almost ever died. That's probably good. Got like an eyelash in my eye. Yeah, I don't know. I think probably I didn't almost die even with my third pregnancy, but it was just scary. Just a scary experience, so. It was the easiest pregnancy and like delivery. It was just once the baby was out, then everything started going wrong. It's not the closest call I've ever had to death probably, but it was definitely like the scariest moment of my life, I would say, because you don't know what's going to happen to you because you're having medical issues. Didn't we find him like 5 times yesterday? And then, we didn't know, like, at the time with the baby not breathing, we didn't even know if the baby was going to survive, and so it was just not good. Okay, next. What have you recently found to be ironic? Oh, right now in this country, I don't know how many of y'all are in America. We've got the virus, so, like, at the beginning of the virus, all the college kids were going out and partying, and they were, like, not paying attention to the virus. So, like, all the people that were on, like, the left side of our political spectrum were, like, going out and having this jolly good old time, while the people on the right side of the political spectrum were like, y'all are being idiots. You shouldn't be going out and doing all of that. You're going to spread the virus. And then the virus went out of control, and everybody blamed the left for that. And then, after so long of being in lockdown, the right was like, this is BS. We're going to stop wearing our masks. Everything needs to open up. So then they were, like, not rioting, but, like, peacefully protesting that everything needs to open up, and then the left is blaming the right because they're out doing stuff after the left was just out doing stuff, and then we had the Black Lives Matter movement, and then that side started rioting, so then the right is blaming the left for being out, and then we had everybody on the right that started going to all the Trump rallies, and then everybody on the left is like, y'all are idiots because you're going to the Trump rally, and then Biden wins the election, and now the left is all going out, and they're all doing all their partying. And literally, it's just been this back and forth battle of, like, you're being an idiot because you're going out, you need to stay in. And then they're like, you're being an idiot, you need to stay inside. It's literally just been this back and forth battle. And so now it's just this whole ironic mess of dumb. I basically just summed up the entire year of 2020. I don't know. What do you guys think is ironic? Big yikes indeed, right? I mean, it literally has just been a back and forth battle of, like, you need to stay in, and then the other side being like, no, you need to stay in. And it's just been this, like, nonstop ridiculousness. I don't know. Now we're getting ready to go back and lock down again. So we'll see. I'm sure it's going to flip-flop again. Life's ironic. Broad question. That's true. You live in the U.S., enough said. Right? Yeah. I don't know if any other countries are, like, having that same issue as us, but, like, I just remember like when the whole thing started and all the college kids were out partying for their like spring break. They're all like going to the beach and stuff and like in Florida, and then like Florida got like totally exploded with the virus, and everybody on the right was just like so angry at them. But then like a month or two later, then the right started doing their stuff to open everything back up, and then it was just, yup, both of y'all are being dumb. And that's that. We're not getting anybody good. Oh, but eventually, you know, a year from now, it'll probably be okay. So, yeah. Ready to go home. Okay. This. How would you spend $1,000 to give the most happiness to the most number of people possible? I don't know. How would I spend $1,000 to make the most number of people happy possible? I would probably go to like a big city or someplace that has a lot of like homeless people, and maybe like spend all $1,000 to like feed the homeless people, or like even if I have to go to like another country or something, something like that. Like maybe either that or like around Christmas you can like buy toys for all the kids, or buy shoes or coats or something for a bunch of people. Like that's what I would do. But I think it would be really cool to like take that $1,000 and set up a tent somewhere and just make a ton of food, like whatever you can get the most of, like chicken, or I don't know, like pulled pork sandwiches, something, I don't know, chicken nuggets, whatever you can do, and just make as many hot cooked meals as you possibly can and distribute it to as many homeless people or hungry people or whatever as you can. And like even where I live, there's a lot of that. So that'd be cool. But yes, charity, exactly. What is your favorite 5 words? My favorite 5 words? Such a weird question. I don't know. What are my favorite 5 words? Is it supposed to be like a 5-word sentence, or just like any 5 words? Hey Kitten Amy, how are you? Favorite 5 words? I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know. Like food, cheese, my children. I don't know. I guess maybe like all like the really good descriptor words like love, happiness, kindness, stuff like that. I don't know. That's a weird question. Okay, we'll do another one. Of all the problems in the world, which one would you like to see solved first? Oh man, there's too many problems right now. I mean, there's so many problems right now. Like, how do I just... Doing good? Just stargazing. Good job. Hey, Miracle Mama. All the problems in the world, which one would you like to solve first? Since Miracle Mama's here, I would like to solve children with chronic lung problems. That they can immediately come out and have super strong lungs with some sort of amazing miracle lung cure. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's like a beauty pageant question. What problem in the world would you like to solve first? Hi, my name is Danny, and I am Miss Pennsylvania. I would love to solve world hunger. COVID would be number 1, right? Yes, Miracle Mama. Someday we're going to have to, like, find a cure for chronic lung problems in little teeny tiny babies. I mean, that would really be a good one. Any type of issue pertaining to like difficult pregnancies or birth, like the heart issues and the lung issues and all that stuff that different babies have, because like no baby should ever have to go through that. You know, or like I have a friend who had a baby born with Down syndrome. You know, he's what, Kaylee's age? Kaylee's age? Or is he... I think he's about 2. And he's already had like 7 open heart surgeries. Like, no child should have to go through that. And no parent should have to watch their child go through 7 open heart surgeries. And that's just crazy. So, those would be good ones. But yeah, I mean, COVID would be a good one. Oh, now this video is going to be blocked because I said it. But anyway, yeah, that would be a good one. Oh, there's so many people that look for him. I think that's who, I was watching some people yesterday. Adam Gaming was looking for him. I wonder if he found him. Who knows? Definitely agree with that, right? Like, we need to make the world that there's no birth defects at all. Every baby comes out perfect. That'd be quite the cure. Okay. All of the things you've bought in your life, what has been the worst purchase? Oh man. What has been the worst purchase? Gosh, I don't know. Didn't the guy we rated last time... Yeah, who we rated yesterday was looking for him. I don't know if he got him, though. What's the worst thing I've ever purchased? Gosh, I don't know. What is the worst thing I've ever purchased? I'm kind of frugal, so I don't really get like a whole lot of things. Can't really think of something. Expired food. Yeah. I don't know. I can't think of anything. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Miracle Mama. Yeah. That phone. Oh, yeah. That was a bad phone. That was a bad cell phone. That was a bad purchase. What else? What else was a bad purchase? I don't know. Oh, you know what? We've got a toy. We've got a duck that quacks and it like sings songs that we got for Kaylee for, I think, her first birthday? It's her first birthday or Christmas. That was a pretty bad purchase. I'm throwing it out. I'm not even like going to give it to free to one of my friends because I don't hate anyone enough to give them that toy. Probably something you were allergic to. Yep, I've done a lot of that too. Done a lot of that. Okay, let's see. What's stopping you? What is stopping you? Stopping me from what? Like, I am unstoppable. I really don't let a lot of things get in my way. I just kind of do what I want. So, that's a weird question. Okay. What is your opinion on tattoos? I mean, I personally don't want any tattoos, but, like, you do you. If you want tattoos, get tattoos. I don't care. Like, whatever. I don't know. Like, there's all those people that, like, can't get jobs because they have tattoos. Like, whatever. Like, I mean, I personally don't want any. But... okay. There's a lot of, like, cosmetic tattoos, too, that people get for, like, when they've had, like, surgeries or cancers and stuff like that. I think those are kind of cool. Alright. We're still not getting anywhere. Okay, yeah, what's stopping you? COVID. Gravity. Yeah, COVID pretty much stops you from everything. Tattoos are fine for anyone to get. I personally won't ever get one, but other people are free to. Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel too. Like, why would I be offended for somebody else getting a tattoo? Like, I mean, it's their body. Do whatever they want to it. But, there's some pretty bad tattoos out there, but there's also some pretty cool ones, so. Just not my thing. If you ever had to pick a single word to describe this year so far, what would it be? Lots of words that describe this year cannot be said on this family-friendly stream. Pick a single word to describe this year. Just miserable 2020. And that, in case anybody wants to know, that is actually the question. If you had to pick one word to describe this year so far, what would it be? Horrible. Horrible, miserable, crappy, insane, unbelievable, inconceivable. Oh, I hope somebody else other than Miracle Mama gets that reference. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Chaotic. Yes. All good words. Dumpster fire. Yeah, if you squeeze them together. Is dumpster fire one word? It really is a dumpster fire. Let's go, go, go. If there were 100 people, how many would be more patient than you? Out of 100 people, how many would be more patient than you? Sarah's suspicious. Yes, 2020 is suspicious. 2020 is sus. Out of 100 people, how many would be more patient than you? Probably all 100 at this point. I've got 3 kids. My patience is real slim. Like, really slim. There's Dawn. Hey, Dawn. History making, yes. This year is crazy. Dawn, I was just complaining about my glasses, and I said, where's Dawn? I need a new pair of glasses. What do you wish they would teach at school that they don't? Ugh, literally anything that they don't teach at school, because, like, what are they teaching anymore in school? I feel like they're not even teaching anything anymore. Civics, economy, government, all of the things that are going wrong right now. Right, 100 people would be right. Before Lena, it would be 90%. Post Lena, like 20. Yeah. Yeah, investing. I mean, like, they don't even do, like the home classes. Like, yeah, life skills. I have tonight off, so no new glasses for you tonight. Oh, man. All right, I'll have to wait till tomorrow, I guess. How to live life, right? Like, there's things... Okay, so, like, Miracle Mama and I are on We when she's in here on her other thing. We're best friends in real life. We coach together. We have helped kids on our team that are in high school fill out job applications because they didn't know how. Fill out college applications because we didn't know how. We had a couple of kids ask us what a mortgage is. Like 18 years old and had no idea what the word mortgage meant. How car loans work, how interest works. Like, we've literally taught these kids in our dance classes more life skills than school is teaching them. And to me, that's sad. Like, those are things that those kids should be learning. And they're not. You have to wait till Sunday night. All right. Well, I won't wish for it too quickly. Give you some nice long days off, relaxing days. Let's not rush till Sunday. So many things they could be teaching, right? I still don't know these things. I know, right? I think they got rid of our driver's ed program at our school. I don't know. I mean, I know they don't really like teach spelling anymore. They don't teach cursive anymore. Only God knows what kind of math they're teaching. I don't know. We've helped kids. I mean, we've helped kids with their homework because they can't even they're not even teaching how to do homework right. But yeah, we haven't taught any kids how to drive yet. I don't think when we started we were old enough, but I think we probably could now. What else have we taught? We've taught a lot of things. I mean, we've helped kids with like writing assignments, research assignments. all kinds of things. But I think there's a lot of things now that schools are missing. And I think it's a lot of the time because, well, the Common Core stuff now with, everything has to be taught to a state standard to pass a test. Like, the kids actually getting passing grades and stuff in school doesn't even matter anymore. There was some new laws put in what year? I don't know, 2013, 14, somewhere around there. Where like kids, like you can't even like fail kids anymore for bad grades, basically. You like in order to fail a kid in school, you basically have to get the parents' approval. So like their grades now don't even matter. The only thing that matters is that school is meeting the expectation of the state for standardized testing. And to me, that's sad because now kids are just a number. They only have to reach that number. As long as they reach that number, they get pushed through the system and that's it. So I think that everything's so based around that standardized testing that all the other stuff, the life skills and the things that are really important just get missed. And I think that's why our country is just like really turning into a dumpster fire at this point because nobody's learning life skills. Nobody's learning emotional skills. Nobody's learning self-control skills. It's just really bad. And for anybody wondering who is listening to me talk about education, I do have my degree. I'm almost done with my master's degree in special education. So I do have a history of education. I think they should teach kids real history, of the world, and not that they need a safe place, and get their feelings hurt. That's kind of what I'm saying too, is like, and now with technology, I did a really big like research paper on technology and how it affects the brain. Kids are being exposed to far, far, far too much screen time, and like the front portion of your brain controls like your emotions and your impulse and communication skills. And if you are being exposed, like, so you have like a 3-year-old and you think that you're giving them an iPad and they're doing an educational game on the iPad, so you're like, oh yeah, they're just doing something educational, but they're not communicating. So they're not talking to the iPad. They're not talking face to face with somebody. So that part of their brain, if they don't have verbal communication or like sign language communication, that part of the brain isn't growing. And when you get to about the age of 7 or 8, it's done. And if that part of your brain didn't grow and you didn't get the proper communication, you lose that portion of your brain. And now we're having all these kids who don't, like, they can't emotionally, like, I don't know, communicate. They just shut down. They don't know how to do it. And that's where we're getting, like, where everybody's saying, like, oh, the kids need the safe space, or, whatever. Everybody's a crybaby. Like, all the high schoolers, all the college kids are such crybabies. That part of their brain is missing, and you can't get it back. So there's definitely, like, but that's, like, even before school. Like, there's a reform that needs to happen with that. And so that's why we're seeing an increased, like, rate of different type of, like, just mental problems, whether it's depression, anxiety, communication skills, emotional skills, just coping in general, like why people can't cope with anything. That's a lot of the reason why. So if anybody ever has any more questions in depth about that, I can go on that for another time. But I definitely think, but you're right, history, like, people are trying to erase history. Like, you can't erase history. I mean, it happened, it's there. Teach it. And that's like what everybody says, like, if you don't teach history, you're going to repeat it. Like, I feel like we're starting to get to that point, and it's sad because going back around to like the standardized testing that they do is in math and in English. And then there's like 3 times throughout the entire year. It's like 7th grade. Can't remember. It's like second, third. I think 7th grade and maybe 11th grade. There's like 3 times where science comes into play. There's no standardized testing for history. They don't do it. So history is now being dropped off of the curriculum for the schools, and any history and a lot of times science that is being done in the education system is being done during language arts. So it's their English class, but they're like, today in our English class, we're going to write about whatever they're going to talk about, like the Civil War. Today, for this week, we're going to write about the Civil War. And so they're going to like slightly learn about the Civil War in their English class, but they're focused on grammar and spelling and writing. And so it's kind of like slipped in there, but not a lot. And so that's why like all of that stuff is going, and then like art classes and all that stuff. So yeah, that was a big long education talk. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So yeah, we have a girl at work that called HR because she doesn't want to learn how to do anything new than the easy job that she was taught when she started. She told them that she had an IEP in school and she's 25. As much as I like love IEPs and like being like an autistic teacher and like special ed teacher and stuff like that, IEPs are great. But when you're out of the school system and you hit the age of 21, that's it. Like, it doesn't matter anymore. Unless you're getting, like, outside services and life skills from, like, a kind of like a service provider, like a not necessarily a therapist, I don't want to call it a therapist, but usually if you have those services, they're doing your placements in your job, and you're usually, like, to a point where you can't actually work, like, not like necessarily or like a real job, but you need like a modified job, if that makes sense. So, but that is one of the things too, is that some kids are getting diagnosed with, or not diagnosed, but like getting put with IEPs, and then it's either like a minor IEP or they just need something like, I mean, you can have an IEP in anything and then just need like 15 extra minutes to take a test or whatever. So yeah. Okay. I was really complaining that our school system, because they don't teach kids anything until 6, and based on what you're saying, it's starting to make sense. Yeah, sometimes you just kind of put things together. I mean, it was definitely really eye-opening for me, and it's totally up to, like, you know, the parents and whatever about how you want to do your education. School choice is really a big thing right now. It's probably not a really big thing to people who aren't looking at it, but with what's going on with politics, school choice is really a big thing, especially in Pennsylvania. Our governor is trying to make school choice like not a thing. And school choice is that you can choose where you want your kids to go to school. So for example, we have a school system here. We also have a private school. We have a Catholic school. And then we also have online virtual school. And our governor right now in Pennsylvania is trying to make it so that parents don't have that choice, which would mean that like all virtual schools would no longer be an option in the state of Pennsylvania, and you would have to send your child to a public school. And that's kind of scary for me. Like, I want to homeschool, so see how that goes. I mean, I don't plan on like being here long enough that it becomes a problem for me, but yeah. Let's see. Never knew about IEPs. IEP is an individualized education plan. It's basically if a student has like a learning disability, it's kind of like a plan that you put together with the parents and the school psychologist and all that stuff to say like, the student has like goals, like this year we want to meet this goal, and then you have a list of plans that you're going to use to get there. So like usually things are like measurable too, like, you know, it's not necessarily like student will behave well. Like that's not like a measurable thing. Like yes, they behaved well, or no, they didn't. It could be like 3 days out of 5 days a week, the student didn't have a big meltdown during English class or something like that. Like something that's measurable, and then you kind of like work your way up to whatever that main goal is. So yeah, thank you for being here. I just got off work. Friday the 13th. Yeah, I know. Friday the 13th is scary, huh? Friday the 13th in 2020, of all things. Tired of dealing with it. Yeah. That's fun. What store do you work in? Do you work at Walmart? Were you talking about that? I think she's just lazy and uses that excuse. I'm dyslexic and on top. Yeah, I mean, it really does come down to like how much you want to work as an individual too. Like I have a lot of issues. Like I was saying yesterday, I've got a writing disorder, ADHD, central processing disorder, and it really just comes down to you as an individual. Things come easier to some people, and things are harder for other people, and you just have to figure out what type of drive you have and what you want to push. It makes more sense about the IEP. Yeah, it's almost just like if you set goals for yourself, and it's kind of like that, but it's obviously for school. So there's a lot more. I mean, if you go to an IEP meeting with a teacher or parent, like if you have a child that's diagnosed with an IEP, say they have autism, like maybe mild autism, you're going to go to an IEP meeting once every so often, and it'll be like an hour-long meeting, and you'll have a stack of papers like this big. So it's more than just like a list. It's like a big booklet of stuff. There's a lot of legal stuff behind it. If you have an IEP, like the school will pay for services. There's a lot of times that parents are in denial that their student has an issue. So there's kind of a whole grieving process when you have a child that has any type of issue, and I'm sure Miracle Mama can talk on this too. When you have a child that all of a sudden has some sort of issue, there's a really big grieving process that you go to because you kind of like pictured your life one way, where it's like, oh, my life is going to be like this happy thing, it's going to be great, we're going to do these family vacations, we're going to do all these awesome things, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, your kid has whatever. It has autism, has Down syndrome, has, whatever. And so all of a sudden that picture you had of like your family, like this perfect little picture of your family that you had, is now like not existent. It doesn't happen. So it's almost like when you lose a family member, you go through like a grieving process where you have to overcome like what is happening to you and what's happening to your child before you can kind of like get over that hump and then see what you have to do to make things better and make things work. So a lot of the times the parents have an issue with getting that IEP, and if they don't accept the IEP or anything like that by a certain point, usually it's like in our area, it's 3rd grade. If they're not diagnosed in 3rd grade, then the school and the school district will no longer pay for the services required. So like if you need a paraprofessional to be with your child, the school won't pay for it anymore once you like decline it or you get so far. And that's for the state of Pennsylvania, so that could be different everywhere. Guess it's Friday night football at the high school, social distancing, I'm not sure. Oh, our school's not having their football game today. We closed yesterday. Definitely not a thing. So, all right. Well, that was a really long answer to that question. Your middle child had an IEP, which was hard to come to terms with. I'm sure it's always hard with all of that stuff. I'm definitely thankful that I went through the program that I went through and kind of learned all about that, because then I can help other people or sympathize with other people, but also with our daughter Kaylee, like she may have to be assessed for behavioral and emotional issues, and even though that's not like something that's super, super crazy, at least like in my brain, I instantly knew like, oh, it's going to be okay, like I know how to help her, I know how to get through it, like we're going to keep going, versus somebody who's just like totally blindsided by it, or somebody who knows nothing about emotional and behavioral disorders. So yeah, you can sympathize with the knowing your limit thing. Yeah, definitely. Your daughter had an IEP. Back in the day, whenever I was in school, IEPs like weren't really a thing. But I think now, if I went back to the age of like 6 or 7 and went into the school system, I definitely would have had one. And you can really get them for anything. So anyway, that was our answer to what do we wish they would teach in school. All right, what uncommon thing would you encourage everyone to try once? Uncommon thing that I would encourage everyone to try once. Dude, I don't know. Would I encourage somebody to try once? I don't know. I mean, I do a lot of really weird things that probably are uncommon that I don't think are uncommon. I don't know. Well, I talked about like having my kids earlier. Like I can't have an epidural. Not that I would ever like want anybody to go through that pain. I don't know what it's like to have an epidural, but I think it was kind of cool not having one, like looking back. So like go for it. Why not? I don't know. Streaking. I did that when I was 2. I was at my cousin's house. My mom was giving us a bath, and I guess something must have happened because she got us out of the bathtub. And I guess my cousin and I ran out the front door and went down the street, going to a nursing home and visiting someone that has Alzheimer's. Yes, that is awesome. I mean, it's not awesome if they have Alzheimer's, but talking with somebody who has Alzheimer's, especially like, I mean, you're not going to really get, maybe, no, probably not. My uncle already had Alzheimer's, and he had it really, really bad, like really bad. And he was one of my favorite people to talk to because he was in the war. And that's all he could remember was the war. He didn't know his name. He didn't know who I was. He didn't know who anybody was. He was just reliving memories of the war, which I'm sure for him was terrifying. But he was really, really young, and he would say, like, have I ever told you this story? And, of course, you'd have to be like, no, I've never heard the story before. But he would just talk about, like, his friends, and there was, like, 4 or 5 songs, and he would just randomly start singing the songs from the war and talking about the food he had to eat. And so, one time I was little and I was sick, and I don't know if I was babysitting him or he was babysitting me. I'm not sure. I feel like now I was probably babysitting him. But it was just the 2 of us at my parents' house. My sister had something. I can't remember. Anyway, so they left him at home with I don't know. There's no way that if something happened to me, I'm pretty sure I was babysitting him now looking back at that. But anyway, the whole time it was like this 3-hour thing, and he just kept telling me the same war stories over and over, and like all the little boys who would play the drums, and he kept talking about what they were wearing, and it's really cool to like hear all of those stories. And like I said, you can still get people from like the Vietnam War, so you probably could, but it is really interesting to talk to somebody who has Alzheimer's, because if they're really, 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 really bad, like my uncle was, they only remember certain things about their life, and usually it's like really important and like really important things and really like really cool stories that they remember. But it is really sad too. So, yeah. All right. Ready to go home. Oh, yes. Miracle Mama says, you gotta try something once, it's hot dog gook. She just texted me. Hot dog gook. That is like one of my family's secret recipes. Actually, I think you can get it on the internet now, because they did get it out of a cookbook, and it was called Hot Dog Surprise, and they changed it into hot dog gook. So, if you don't like hot dogs and you don't like disgusting things, probably now's the time to like mute the stream. Hot dog gook. It is like my family's tradition. We used to go to Maine every single year, and we would rent cabins on a lake, and we would water ski and go fishing and wakeboarding, and, well, I never wakeboarded there. Kneeboarding, all kinds of stuff. And we would make hot dog gook. We'd have a hot dog gook day. So hot dog gook is you basically take the hot dogs and you put them in a blender and you puree them. And then you add in pretty much everything you put on a hot dog. So pickle relish, mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard, all of the things that you could ever imagine on a hot dog. And it's like, I don't know, it's gross. And then you take the hot dog bun and you scoop out all the bread from like inside the hot dog bun, and you throw that into the mixture and you add that in. And then you scoop the mixture out and put it back into the hot dog bun. So now it's like the hollowed out hot dog bun with the disgusting mess on the inside. You wrap it in foil and then you bake it for like ever. And then that's hot dog cook. And you're not allowed to like pass it to somebody. You have to throw it at somebody like a football. So then you're throwing like this like flaming hot. Oh, there's cheese in it too. There's cheese on the inside. So it's like this flaming hot dog burrito with like liquid lava hot dogs on the inside in tinfoil, and you're throwing it across at people. Anyway, it's an adventure. So on Animal Crossing subject, they're giving us green, red poinsettias for Christmas. Green mums are hard to crossbreed, and they aren't very festive. Yeah, that could be true. Who we got over here? Not anybody that went. Oh, hi, Lock On. Sorry I missed you there. But yeah, so if anybody wants to come to one of my family get-togethers and have hot dog cook, it's been a really long time since I had hot dog cook. Actually, I think it's been since before Danny and I were married. I can't believe we had a family reunion the other year. 2 years ago? 2 years ago? 2 years ago. 2 summers ago. And we didn't have any. Like, we had a family reunion and we didn't even have it. Man, what were we thinking? We really messed up. I'm gonna have that family reunion over. But hot dog cook is, yeah. Okay, next question. Do you think you're more like your mom or your dad? Oh, I'm definitely like my dad, for sure. My dad, I mean, I don't think I'm super smart, but my dad is like the smartest person I've ever met in my life. So smart. But he's always like creating new things, and he's kind of like me. Like, he never ever stops working, ever. Like, if you're doing something, it has to be like towards a goal. Can't sit down, can't relax, just has to be on the go all the time. So I'm like my dad. How about you guys? Like your mom or like your dad? I feel like you're more like your mom. Awesome. Moms are great. You're more like your mom, although I have lived longer than she did. Aw. That's a good thing, Dawn, but I'm also sorry to hear that. Like, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. You know what I'm trying to say. I keep like thinking my grandma, right? So she's 93 years old, 94 years old. She just had a birthday. 94 years old. She's had diabetes for like 50 some years. I don't know how she's doing it, but it's like, it must be awesome to like live that long, but at the same time it's like, do I really want to live that long? So, wait, Danny and you're Danny and your husband's Danny. Yep, we're both Danny. We are both Danny. If you had an extra hour a day that had to be allocated to one specific purpose, how would you use it? Oh, jeez. Okay, so an hour every single day, and it has to be allocated to something. Probably just working on videos, like editing a video. That's the thing, is I would put it, like, it would be something for work. It wouldn't be, like, to watch TV or relax or anything. It would definitely be, like, for video editing or teaching extra classes every day, something like that. Nap time, right? If only I could actually take naps. That's my problem. I can't actually take naps. And we're not getting anybody good on this villager hunt. Okay, doing resin crafts. Yes, I know. I need to do some more. I'm really falling behind. Alright. If you had the opportunity to look through someone's emails without them knowing, would you? Hunter Biden, I'm coming for your laptop. Yeah. I would probably do that. Like, definitely like a politician's email. There's some crazy things out there. Oh man, wait. Okay. Did Coyote get this yet? Santiago, are you still in? Did he get Sherb? Are you still in his chat? Ask him if he got Sherb. I think he did. Didn't he get Sherb? You would use it for Animal Crossing. I don't want to like pass Sherb up if Coyote still needs him, because I can get him and like give him to Coyote. I know it would cause too much trouble, right? I would definitely go through like some politician's emails for sure. Although, depending on who you go through, you might end up dead. I can't remember if he got Sherb or not. Hey, Sherb. I'm really not trying to push you around. I'm trying to move. I don't want to like pass up Sherb. I can't remember. Did you get Sherb? I can't remember. Well, Santiago is on it. Our little investigator. He'll find out for us. Could probably just go over to his YouTube channel, because I feel like that would be one of the ones that he would have decorated, right? Let's see. I know he did Wolfgang. Fuchsia. I know he was looking. I don't think he got Sherb. Well, we can always go over. Let's see. Still streaming. We can go over to his stream. Let's see. Coyote, what you doing on your stream, yo? I pulled up his stream. There's Coyote. I'm going to type. All right. This is one of the wise Coyotes, like ones that he's always been wanting. Can you guys hear him talking? What's an animal they need to make into villagers? Bats. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people with bats. Just keep pushing around. See, I'm the type of person that's like, yeah, turtles. I'm the type of person that's too stubborn, so when somebody else offers me one, I'm like, no, I'm gonna find them myself. So he might do that too. He's saying the same thing.
That's a really nice gesture. Yeah, that's such a big, like, Sherb. I've been looking for him forever, so I feel like I want to find him.
Want to find him? Yep. Can you guys hear him? He says he wants to find him.
You can get somebody that you want.
All right. So he says to let it go. He lost the save data for the whole stream, 4 hours. Oh no! Oh, that's bad. Oh, well, that stinks. All right, so there's Sherb. So we're not going to take Sherb. I wanted to check to make sure. I didn't just want to like pass up Sherb and then be like, hey, found Sherb, and then, you know, gotta look out for my friends. Okay, ready to go home. Okay, new question. What was a situation you thought would be terrible, but you actually enjoyed it? Situation that I thought would be terrible, that I actually enjoyed it. I don't know. know. Does anyone have Boris? No, I don't have Boris. Gosh, I don't know. A situation I thought would be terrible, but you enjoyed it. How about like downloading TikTok? Definitely did that as a joke, and I did not expect to get 65,000 followers. Flying on an airplane last year for the first time. Hey, that's a good one. It's a good one. I like airplanes. I've also piloted an airplane before. So that was fun. But I knew I was going to have fun doing that too. So, I don't know. I'm going to say downloading TikTok because that was definitely supposed to be a joke. And then it turned into like an addiction. So, yeah. How about, of all the problems in the world, which one? Yeah, so we already did that one. What do you remember most about your first crush? I don't know. I guess that was probably like kindergarten, right? Nothing really. He was a boy. That's about it. Been looking for Boris for ages. Well, hopefully you find him soon. What food have I never tried? Ooh, this is a good one. Believe it or not, I've been through college twice. I've never had ramen. It broke my heart, yes. What food has everybody else never tried? Guess their hairstyle. Yeah. Okay. Use Nook Mile tickets. Once I hit this, I'm going to go take a potty break. I'll put my little be right back sign up. Time for takeoff. Alright, I'm going to put my little be right back sign up, and I will be right back because I got to go potty. Alright, here you go. Alright, we're here. Let's see. Still talking about other stuff here. If your first crush was Jennifer. Oh, jeez. That's funny. They need to reboot the show. There's a lot of shows that need to be rebooted. How's everyone's day? Mine's been great. Good. Alright, done. I had to go pee. So I went and took a potty break. Okay, next question. Oh, what food has What food has everyone never tried? Mine was ramen. What's the next thing you have on your to buy list? I don't know. I don't think I have like a to buy list. We're out of hot dog buns. That's all I can think of. And ice cream. Hot dog buns and ice cream. Gone through 25 tickets so far. Okay. Yeah, that's about it. Christmas gifts. I'm gonna get Christmas gifts for everybody, but I'm kind of like getting done with Christmas already. We got big gifts this year. So, not getting a lot of gifts. We're just getting a big expensive gift. So, what animal do you think best reflects your personality? A sloth. Ugh, I feel like a sloth anymore. I don't know. Best reflects my personality. I don't know. What animal best reflects my personality? Here's a terrible drift. I really like this Pokemon one that I got at Target. Or, I got this one at Target, but you can get it on Amazon. I like this. That's what I've been using. Animal that best reflects my personality. Oh, I don't know. Oh no, you set the fire alarm off making dinner. No. That's the worst. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with a sloth right now because I'm tired and slow. How well do you trust your gut feeling? Pretty well, I think. I don't know. I usually go with my gut feeling. I think having trust issues with everybody else is like a real thing right now. Like, you don't know who you can trust anymore in life, so like you can really only trust yourself for the most part. It's kind of what it feels like anymore. Okay. What's something that really happened to you but nobody would believe unless they were there? Ooh, I don't know. You 100% trust your gut. Yeah, that's really all you can do anymore. Something that really happened but nobody would believe unless you were there. Or unless they were there. I've had a couple of weird, like, ghost stories, but people have been there when those things happened. But, like, at the same time, I don't really believe in ghosts, so it's like, I don't believe it myself. So I don't know if that counts. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know that I really have any experiences like that. I definitely think with my pregnancies, if my mom wasn't in the room with me having that baby, there's no way she would have ever thought in a million years that I would have done it without any pain medications, because I was like the biggest wimp as a child. And that was really bad, like at doctor's offices. And then I donated blood on the day before Halloween. I donated blood, and that's something that I don't think anybody ever thought that I would ever do. So it's kind of rough. I don't know if anybody else has ever donated blood, but it's a whole thing. Is that a pink cow? It's a pink cow. Okay. If you had to pick a single word to describe this year... Oh, we did this one. I'm running out of questions on here. What's a situation you look back... When you look back, you should have gone ahead and done it. I don't ever think about this. I really, in my brain, I tell myself that there's no such thing as regrets. At least at this point in my life, I feel like if you're like younger, then maybe. But I always tell myself it doesn't really matter what's happened in my past. I don't have any regrets, because if any second of my life had been different, I might not have one of my kids. Like maybe I wouldn't have gotten pregnant with Kaylee, or I wouldn't have gotten pregnant with, Everly. And my life just wouldn't be the same that it is now if any aspect of my life had been different prior to this moment. So I always say I have no regrets in life, ever. realistically, things that I do actually regret, though, was going to Penn State for the cybersecurity degree because I hated it. Like, from the day I started to the day we left. Hated it. So I kind of wish that I had picked, like, a different major, stuff like that. But realistically, I don't have any regrets for that purpose. Because I would not give up my children or my family to change any part of my life at any point, ever. So, there's that. Are we going to get anybody good? What food combination do you eat that makes others cringe? I think mushrooms and nacho cheese are really good. If you've ever had like a mushroom dipped in warm nacho cheese. It's good. Sounds gross, but it's really good. And if you get garlic bread and you put ranch dressing on the garlic bread, and then you put mozzarella cheese on top of that, and you send it through the toaster so it gets crispy and the cheese on top gets bubbly. That's awesome too. Another thing that sounds really gross, but it's really awesome. I totally suggest it. Both of those. What else? Food combination that makes others cringe. I can't think of another one. I think that's about it. Forgot all about the mushrooms and cheese and the cheesy bread, right? Those are both amazing. Yeah, now I want cheesy bread. Mushrooms and cheese. I mean, I guess technically the hot dog gook is a pretty weird food combination that most people would cringe at. Because I'm pretty sure everybody in here, when I talked about hot dog gook, cringed. Okay, what do you think people pretend to like when they really don't? Things people pretend to like when they really don't. I think that's just a big thing in general. There's a lot of people who just like follow the crowd because they feel like they want to stick in. I'm like the opposite of that. Like everybody likes this and I'm like, why do you like that? I don't know why you like that. I don't know. Things people pretend to like that they really don't. Jewelry, I think, is probably one. Just the fact that like it costs a lot of money. It's like you probably don't really like it, but you're excited that somebody spent like thousands of dollars on it. Coffee. I think probably people fake liking coffee. I don't know. Music. People fake liking music to fit in. I saw a study that was on that there's so many people that fake liking music to fit in with other people that like that type of music because they want like the same social status, which is really weird. It was a study. It was done like 10 years ago. But it was like that was like the number one thing that people pretend to like when they really don't was other people's music styles. And I'm not that person. I'll just straight up be like, I don't like that. That song sucks. Like I don't like today's music, I should say. So it's like a clown bear. Kind of creepy looking. Yes, good luck on your villager hunt. Who are you looking for? If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that like button too. Next question. The same tattoo question. Is there anything that makes you far angrier than it should? Anything that makes me far angrier. I think we can probably all agree on road rage. Dumb drivers make you really angry. My kids can get me pretty worked up when they're having bad days, but I don't think it makes me angrier than I should. I think just everybody's frustrated in general. I don't know. Okay. What's something that is common today that humans will be embarrassed about doing in 50 years? The WAP. The WAP dance. The song. 50 years from now, they're going to look back at that and be like, the heck is wrong with that? That generation is so messed up. Karens, right? Yes, Karens. I think that. You're looking for Judy, Goldie, Maple, and maybe Rosie. We found Rosie yesterday. What else? I don't know. I think a lot of the clothing styles, people are going to look back at and be like, why? Like, you know, all the hairstyles and stuff from like the 80s and all that stuff. Hey, I'm here, but I'm sad. Probably won't, but I'm sad, so I probably won't be chatting. Oh no, Coyote, I heard that you lost like a bunch of stuff. A lot of the dances from TikTok, right? But that's okay, Coyote. You can go through your whole sadness. Maybe we can cheer you up with some of our really bizarre questions that we're answering. Were you gonna do like a edited video, Coyote? Like you lost all your save data? And that's what happened? Because if so, you can go back. Well, I don't know exactly what you lost. But I do want to say, if you lost the save data on your computer, you can go back once the video publishes through, like it finishes a processing, because your video will like, you know, upload as a video then. Once it finishes a processing, you can go back into the settings and download the video to your computer. So I don't know if that helps. I don't know. But maybe that'll help. But I'm not sure exactly what you lost. I know Santiago said you lost like 4 hours of save data. So, hi Kane, how are you? The save file from my Pokemon game just got done. Yeah, so maybe you can do that then. Not for the video. Oh, the actual game. I was thinking you lost like your recorded video. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. That I can't help with. I wish I could though. Yeah, that sucks. Did you beat the game? Or you're gonna have to like redo all of it? I'd probably punch a hole in the wall at that point. That's happened to me a couple times on different games. That does suck. Alright, next question. What's the story behind my last rant? My last rant? What did I last rant? I don't know. Probably to Miracle Mama in the chat. I'm sure I've probably ranted about something. It's either that or it's about censorship on TikTok, because I've been ranting about that a lot. He was so close to beating it. Oh no! Did you like accidentally turn it off or did it shut off? That sucks. You're hunting for Judy again today. She won't show up. I've never seen Judy on my games, on either one of them. Is there a personality trait that you'd like to adopt from one of your friends? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Personality trait that I'd like to adopt from one of my friends. I don't know. I mean, I feel like we're all perfect the way we are. Personality trait. I don't know. Oh, wait. Oh, is this that? Oh, am I out of tickets? Is that why? Yep. I'm like, why is it not showing up? I don't know. You don't know what happened. I saved and everything and went to reopen the game and it was all the way at the beginning. Man, that sucks. I don't even know. I don't know what to tell you about that one. That's like 4 hours that you did. That's a lot. Yeah. I am sorry that you lost all of that. I don't know that there's much I can do to make you feel better. I'll send virtual hugs. Do you have DoorDash? I'll send you dinner. How many tickets will you be spending? I just went through 30. That's life just so unfair. That's true. I had 30. I just picked up another 20. So far 50. And I went through 50 yesterday. 51 yesterday. Have you ever let someone else get punished for something that you did? I don't think so. I'm not that kind of person. No, I don't think I've ever done that. Maybe as like a kid when you like try to blame somebody else for making a mess or something, but I mean I wouldn't have remembered that. But no. Yes, everybody send virtual hugs to Coyote. Time for takeoff. But yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I don't really think I do like punishable things. So, I don't know. I abide by the rules pretty well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like as a kid, I don't even know if in school, like maybe as like a toddler. Whenever I was a kid and my parents would like ask me about the mess that I made or anything like that, they'd be like, "You made such a big mess." I would point to the mirror and be like, "The girl in the mirror did it." But I don't remember doing that. Okay. We're getting like really. We got Sherb, but we're not getting anything else. All right, next. What's your story about breaking the law? My story about breaking the law. Um, well, Miracle Mama and I jaywalked in New York City in front of a police station once on a band trip. That was fun. that's I think that's it. I don't think I've ever broken the law other than that. Which filler do you have on your island right now that I want to keep? On my island right now that I want to keep, I've got lots of them. We're keeping Dom, Marshall, Marina, Julian, and Raymond. The rest of them are kind of like meh. So, since you're an identical twin, when I was younger, I used to think the girl in the mirror was my twin and not me. Oh, yeah, that would be hard, I think. All right, let's see. Oh, now we're on ennui. What's your best shower thought? My best shower thought? I don't know. What am I supposed to be thinking of in the shower? I don't know. Making sure all the shampoo's out of my hair? It's weird. Have you ever been in an event that you think you will one day be in the history books? 2020, the whole freaking year. All of it. United States 2020, all of the things that have happened here around us. A worldwide 2020. But like the United States history book for 2020 is going to be like insane. Insane. Like I just think about I had to do a project in school in history class where I had to interview somebody, and I interviewed my grandma because she was alive in the Great Depression and World War III and all that stuff. And so like I had to interview her about all the stuff that happened then, and like learning that, you know, they didn't have any money. Her coat was donated to her by some charity organization, and she says one of her favorite memories was getting this used coat from another family. She was so excited to just have a winter jacket, and being able to like talk to her and tell her, or like have her tell me all these stories and everything. And to think that like all of us right now living in 2020, we're going to be doing that for like our grandkids or our great grandkids. We're going to be telling them stories about what's happening right now. And they're going to be so fascinated that we survived through that time. It's going to be crazy. So, but yeah, 2020. That's going to be in the history books. But, I mean, also, a lot of you were probably also alive during 9/11, and that's already in history books. So, I wasn't at 9/11, but we lived through it as a country and as a community. What's the most selfish thing you do that you're okay with? Literally nothing. Literally nothing. I don't do anything for myself, ever. I take a shower. That's my me time. Get in the shower for 15 minutes. So. That you're clean, yes. Yeah, I really don't do anything. Like even today, my husband was like trying to kick me out of the house. He's like, go do something. Go like he said about picking up donuts, which we did go pick up donuts, but I ended up taking the kids with me. Like, I don't even, like, even when somebody's trying to, like, get me to have time for myself or to relax or do something for myself, I don't even do, like, I don't do it. I don't know why. I just don't. So, I don't know. I don't know. It's the most selfish thing that I do that I'm okay with. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anything. I don't even like. I like donate money to our music school here so that kids who can't afford music lessons can take music lessons, and all the kid stuff. I don't even like. So like all of my kids stuff that I have, like all the baby clothes and stuff, like I don't even sell it. I give it, like I find people who are in need and I give it to them. Like, I don't even sell it to get money for myself. Like I don't know. I'm sure I've done something. Ennui can probably come up with something. Ennui, what am I selfish with? I don't know. I try not to be. Like, I try to, like, I don't know. I'm sure there's things that I am and I just don't realize it. But that's okay, too. It's okay to be selfish sometimes, too. Time to go home. Okay. What challenge would you like to see your best friend take on? Ennui. What challenge should Ennui take on today? Ennui. Ennui, I think you should go a whole month without Starbucks. Now see, that would be a really mean challenge. No Starbucks for a month. That would be a mean challenge. I don't mean that. I challenge Ennui to every day before bed. Every day before bed, write down something in a notebook that you're proud that you accomplished. Oh my god, no, Starbucks is life. Yep, I think you should make a list every day of something positive that you've accomplished that day that you're proud of. There, that's a good challenge. Everybody should do that challenge. My challenge would be like, nothing, nothing, nothing. Oh, today I actually ate 2 meals, nothing. I don't know, it's hard to do any type of challenge right now in 2020. Like, challenge, survive 2020. Take 1 hour for myself each weekend. This is my hour for myself, right? Does this count? Does YouTube count as an hour for myself, or does this count as work? The heck? I just want a good villager. Ennui, you just need to challenge me to have no more children. No more. What's my favorite form of entertainment? I like choreographing with Ennui. What grinds your gears, Danny? What if you were out in public? What would set me off out in public? If I was out in public, what would make me mad? Like, mad where I'm gonna, like, explode in, like, some type of public display, or something that I'm just gonna turn to somebody and be like, I can't believe they're doing that. Because I'm, like, not, like, I don't know. I'm not aggressive when it comes to stuff like that. I think, like, turning back to, like, I don't know, whatever, like, the things that make me most angry would be, like, if I saw, like, child abuse or something out in public. That would make me really mad. Any type of, like, abuse at all in public would make me really mad. I mean, just in general, not even in public. I don't know. Mad as Karen? What am I a Karen about? I don't know. I mean, everybody's allowed to have their own opinions on stuff, and I try not to judge people. So I feel like I try not to be a Karen. Ooh, I know one. Not that it would really be like, quote, quote, Karen. improper car seat installations and stuff like that. People who do not strap their children into the car properly, that makes me mad. So yeah, something's got to get me mad. I don't know. I mean, honestly, the most mad I ever get is like when we're at our practices and our kids that we're coaching are, oh my gosh, we found him so many times already. The kids that we coach like aren't listening to us or like talking. Like whenever I'm teaching and the kids that I'm trying to teach are talking instead of listening to my instruction, that makes me mad. Or like if I like answer a question once, like somebody asks a question and I answer it, and then somebody else asks the same question and then I answer it again, and then somebody else asks the same question and I answer it again, and then somebody else asks it again, and then I'm like, okay, you know what? I've already answered this question 5 times. I'm not doing it again. Ask somebody else. Then that makes me mad. Okay, next. What have you recently realized that you have been doing wrong? That I've been doing wrong? What have I realized that I've been doing wrong? This is one of those dumb things that you see on TikTok, like you've been doing this wrong your whole life. Something that I've been doing wrong. I don't know. I feel like maybe I got this cool what brand is it? Bissell Spinwave floor mop. It has like these 2 scrubbing pads that like spin in circles like this, and it scrubs your floor. And I would steam mop my floor, but then like once a month I would have like a brush, and I would actually like get down on my hands and knees and like brush the floor, like clean it by hand with a brush. And I don't have to do that now that I have the Bissell Spinwave. I don't know that I was necessarily doing it wrong, but I mean, it's more effective now. It wasn't necessarily wrong. I don't know. Can anybody think of something that they've been doing wrong? Thank you so much, Liz Garrity. Is that how you say your name? For subscribing to the channel. I don't know. Something that I've been doing wrong. I don't know. Where is the last place you've been where you felt completely out of place? The last place I've been where I felt completely out of place. I don't know. Really, any place in public. I don't like going into public. I'm not like a crowd person. I have like social anxiety, regardless of what it like looks like here on the channel. I don't really like going to public. That I felt out of place. I don't know. I can't think of anything. I mean, seriously, like, have any of us left the house in the past year? Like, can you think of a place you've gone where you felt out of place in the past year? Literally everywhere. Getting some repeat questions now. What's your opinion on social media? Oh, man. I think social media is fun. I think it's great for connecting with people. But I think right now, at least in the United States, it's getting to be a bit dangerous because either one, there's false information going around, there's dangerous information going around, such as like child predators and stuff like that are getting on it. I'm starting to become really ticked off with all of the censorship that's happening with a bunch of different things. Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, they're censoring things, which is personally to me really, really scary because that's not like, that takes away our freedom of speech in this country. So it's like violating that, which is scary to me that that's happening to people in our country. So social media, I think, has been good for like connecting with people, but I also think it's becoming a really big problem. And I feel like a lot of people feel that way. But I don't know about you guys. What's one weird thing you do when nobody else is around? I don't know. Nothing. I don't really do weird things when nobody's around. I'm always around somebody. It's my kids or my husband. I'm never alone. I don't know. Social media can be good. Social source, yeah. But of course, there's many problems. Many problems. Yes, you are right. I can't think of anything weird I do. I mean, like, I literally dance all over my house because that's what I do. But like, I do that in public too. So I don't do anything weird. The funniest false thing you were able to convince others that's true. Oh, ennui, I'm sorry. So, there's only 24 stars in the sky. No, but in all seriousness. The weirdest thing that you were able to convince others that was true. You randomly comb your hair sometimes for no reason. Hey, you do whatever you want. If you comb your hair, you comb your hair. It's good to brush your hair. My family's really weird. And they've convinced people of a lot of really weird things. Such as, before you get married into the family, you have to fill out like a 100-page manual. They've scared some people off with that. I don't know. See, that's a repeat question. How long do you think you could survive on your own? Is this just like in general life? Because like forever? I don't know. I could live on my own perfectly fine. I'm capable of that. If it's in the zombie apocalypse, probably like, I don't know, 15 minutes. You talk to yourself? Yeah, I do that too. It's a repeat question. Another repeat. What do you love most about where you grew up? If any of y'all have ever been here, because there's literally nothing about this place that I will miss. Other than the fact that, like, my friends live here. Friend. Ennui lives here. My single friend. I don't know. What do you love most about where you grew up? I mean, there's literally nothing here. So, like, I guess my house. We really live in an area where there's just nothing. Like, we've got stores and stuff, but, like, there's nothing at the same time. So. What is a restaurant you refuse to eat at and why? I will not eat at like Ryan's Steakhouse or like any of those places that have like all you can eat meat. Like, ugh, that's just gross to me. Convince your kids when they were little that chocolate milk came from brown cows. Yes, that's a common one. Could definitely trick people into that. I live next to a mall, still do. You believe the brown cows thing? That's funny. I probably did too. What else? You haven't been in it for 2 years. Yeah, I think the restaurant one definitely like it's one thing to have like a buffet, but when it's like unlimited steak or like unlimited just like meat. Like I'm a vegetarian, so it just grosses me out in the first place, but like just yeah, just one of those places that at least in our area they're really gross. What recent experience made you feel old? Oh my gosh, some of the kids that we've coached have had kids. Like, that makes me feel old. Are you looking for Judy? Didn't even hunt for her. She just popped up one day. Yeah, she's on our list. I've got another blue dude for Coyote over here. Bam. Does he have Bam? I can't remember if he has Bam. Friday the 13th. So have you had any haunted or supernatural encounters? Not today, I haven't. In the past, I have. But not today. Thank you, Carly Duda. Ooh, we only need one more person. So whoever's the next person to either donate or to subscribe gets to become the boss up top. What is it that motivates yourself the most? I mean, like, my kids always motivate me to do better. I think for me, like, I have to have, like, measurable things. Like, with the YouTube channel, like, it motivates me when I see my subscriber count go up or my view count go up or something like that. I have to see... I have to visually see things play out like that. If I'm trying to do something and there's no, like, visual, like, reward or anything like that, I guess, then, like, I'm not motivated to do it. Thank you, Tuva Anderson. So, yeah. It's life in general, not today. I saw a black cat this morning. Uh-oh. That's not good. But yeah, things that motivate me. Really, I just want to be able to, like, support myself with the things that I love. So, like, with my online teaching, with my YouTube channel, I had a really, 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 really horrible work experience with my last job. It did end up in a legal battle, so I'm under, what's it called? I had to sign a paper saying I wouldn't talk about it. Whatever that's called. Had a legal battle because of my horrible work situation that I had before. So I really have, like, trouble now working for somebody else, like having somebody that's above me as a boss or a manager. So I'm really trying really, really super hard to support myself through my own means and be independent. So I'm teaching all my own classes by myself. And I, like, my YouTube channel, obviously, like, my YouTube channel is run by me. I'm not, like, hired by somebody. So anything that I do on my channel is my own work, and any revenue that I get from it comes to me. So that's kind of motivating to, like, watch those things play out, and just the motivation to be successful and make it work. Even though people are always like, that'll never work, or you can never do that, or like, the amount of times that I've had people tell me, like, oh, you'll never be successful at YouTube, or you can't make money at YouTube. But, like, I can pay my cars and my mortgage with YouTube. So, like, you can do it. It is a thing. So that's what motivates me. But I do it for my family. What is simply too difficult? Something that's too difficult. I don't know. Calculus? I don't know. Accounting sucks. That's too difficult. Something that's too difficult. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Things are difficult, but, like, I don't know that anything's too difficult. If you really put your mind to it, you can do anything, right? I don't know. What's too difficult right now is finding one of these characters over here on Animal Crossing. That's what's too difficult. What's something that you thought you'd have already done by now but haven't? I think maybe go to Italy and go to Germany. Those are some things that I'd really like to do that I haven't done. And not that I expected to do them by this point in my life, but it probably would have been cool to do one or the other. Cooking is too difficult. Writing with your non-dominant hand, that's hard. Like the house of roommates who always played Halo. You found a human skull wearing a football helmet in your attic. Oh, man. That would be a scary one. What smell always brings back some type of memory? I don't really have a lot of memories associated with smell because probably about half my life I didn't have a sense of smell. So I don't have that thing where it's like, oh, I smell a candle and it reminds me of the candle that my mom used to do or light whenever I was 7 or something. Because I didn't have a sense of smell for a really long time. So I don't really have a lot of smells that are associated with memories. It's kind of sad. If each person had a warning label, what would mine say? What would my warning label say? I don't know. Life in general is too difficult. That is true. What would my warning label say? I don't know. Having a lot of friends is way too hard. Yeah, that's true. Warning label. I really don't know. I don't think there's much that needs to be warned about. I don't know. Yeah, I can't think of one. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not creative enough. What ways do you find yourself procrastinating the most? Like playing on my phone or something? Looking at TikTok, watching YouTube? Morning not organized. Yeah, that's a good one. It's chaotic mess. Social anxiety. General anxiety. Yep. If you could have the attention of the world for 1 minute, what would you say? Oh, jeez. For 1 minute? What would I say? I don't know that I have anything to say to the whole world. Like, get your act together. Smell of fresh cut grass. Yeah. Warning. Disney, yes. There are so many people out there who are like crazy about Disney. I could have the attention of the world for 1 minute. I don't know. I mean, probably the same thing that a lot of us say. Like, hello, treat each other with respect. Be kind with people. Stop killing people. Stop being offended by everything that everybody else says. I don't know. The world needs to hear a lot of things, and 1 minute is not enough. How difficult is it for you to try new things? Not difficult at all. I don't care. That's a good one, Dawn. Yeah, it's not hard for me to try new things. I'm always open to new things. Within limits. I mean, I'm not going to do something like stupid. But I don't have a problem trying new things. Have you been given any good advice lately? Given any good advice lately? I don't know. I mean, right now the advice that everybody's telling you is stay inside and wear a mask. But advice? I don't know that anybody's really given me any like weird advice. Yeah, I don't know. Can't think of anything. What country sounds interesting but you know very little about? Really, any country that I haven't been to, I feel like. I don't know. Yes, exactly, Dom. Pull your head out of your you-know-what. Get it out of there. The whole world has their head shoved up in there right now. All right. Country sounds interesting, but you know very little about. I don't know. What would I start a podcast about? Probably if I started a podcast, it would be like parenting advice, mom advice. Like the stuff that I do on my vlog channel would probably make for the best podcast. I do have my third channel that I haven't done anything on. I'm going to be starting it up again. That's all about like how to run a successful YouTube channel. So I could probably podcast that too. But countries that I know very little about. Yeah, I don't know. Really, any country that I haven't been to. Yeah, Japan is pretty interesting. Let's see. What will be your go-to story when you're older? 2020. Right? When we're older, we're just all going to talk about how we survived 2020. How our grandparents were like, I had to walk 6 miles uphill in the snow to get to school because we didn't have a school bus. We're going to be like, yeah, well, 2020. Survived 2020. Iceland looks kind of neat. Yeah. I think Iceland is pretty cool too. My English teacher told me to put my son in the hallway and I pretended like it. Yep. Yeah, the masks are starting to get a little bit controversial now. Wear your mask, people. Regardless of whether or not you think they do something, just do it for the safety of other people at this point. That's what I do. Get some cool festive holiday ones. Make yourself feel a little bit more stylish. What destination is on the top of your list to visit? I definitely want to go to Italy. That's like my number one. I'd love to go to like Australia and New Zealand. I've already been to the Bahamas. I've been to Hawaii. I've seen the Grand Canyon. I've been to Las Vegas. So I've seen like I've got like a lot of them that are on people's like list, I guess. Hurricane Katrina. Yeah, that's a crazy one. That 9/11 would be stories. You really want to do a podcast, but I can't get anyone to do it with me. Don, I'll do a podcast with you. All right, next. If someone were to sum up you with a phrase, what would that phrase be? I don't know. Ennui, are you there? Sum me up in one phrase. Never give up, never surrender. I don't know. Somebody else can sum me up in a phrase. What is socially accepted today that you think won't be in 10 years? Socially acceptable today that won't be in 10 years. I don't know. What won't be acceptable in 10 years? It'd be really funny if like emojis or something. Ennui is lurking. Yeah, I don't know. Something that's socially acceptable today that won't be in 10 years. What about like phone calls? Like, you know how like people don't want emails anymore? Like, you don't need to email people anymore. You can text or you can call them. What if in like 10 years, because everybody doesn't want to be called anymore, like just text me. If you call me, I'm not answering. Just text me. I feel like phone calls are going to be no longer socially acceptable in 10 years. It's all going to be texts or whatever else is past text. Holograms or something. I don't know. Doing TikTok dances, right? I know we're going to look back on TikTok in 10 years and be like, what? Why did we? Yeah. Okay. Next. Do you have a moment in your life you wish you could relive? A moment in my life that I wish I could relive. I would probably say if I could relive anything, it's like back in 2008 when we did our ensemble competition and we won first. We did like our own show. Basically to kind of show up our instructor because she was just not a fun person to deal with. And we ended up winning first. That, and then like we redid it with my sister, and she won first at this competition. I feel like that was like a really good moment. Of course, like reliving like the birth of your kids is good, but like when you can't have pain medicines, you don't want to like relive that ever. Have you ever seen a movie that you thought was better than the book? Is that even possible? Is it even possible for a movie to be better than the book? Maybe, I don't like Twilight. Maybe the Twilight movies, I think the Twilight books are like some of the worst crap ever written on the planet. But I thought the movies were also some of the worst movies ever on the planet. So, I don't know. Yeah. Henri, that's exactly what you thought of, right? That was a good moment. Winning. That feeling that was like finally like, oh, we did it! Winning that gold medal. I would relive that. I mean, like, weddings and stuff are fun, but there's nothing quite like that accomplishment. What about Hunger Games and movies? I think the movies are good, but I think the books are better. I got the new one. I need to read it. The prequel. Okay. What's your famous person story? My famous person story. I guess if, I don't know. I mean, I've met Charles Martinet, which you guys have already know. Picture right here. I've talked about it before. Charles Martinet. I got his autograph with all of these different things. He's the voice actor, obviously, for like Mario. He does Mario. Wario, all the baby ones, Waluigi. So I got to meet him and take pictures with him in my Princess Peach costume that I did for cosplay. If you want to see the costume, it's on this channel. Just go into all my videos and click like up at the top where it like you can sort by video. Click on oldest first, and you can see all of my Princess Peach videos of when I made the costume from like, oh my gosh, I don't know, 6 years ago. So I met Charles Martinet. That was really cool. I met Carrie Elwes from The Princess Bride. If you've ever seen The Princess Bride, he plays Wesley. He also plays, what's the doctor? What's his name? From Saw. The one that saws his foot off in Saw. He's that character. Robin Hood Men in Tights. I met him. And then I also met, what's his name? Jason David Frank, the original Green Power Ranger. I talked to him. I was in a costume contest, and I was one of the people that he selected because he liked my costume, that he selected to ask questions about my costume. So I got to talk to him on stage, and it was actually broadcasted on TV. I don't know where. I haven't seen it, but it was. So anyway, you hate talking on the phone. Text me. See, right? Exactly. I'm trying to read the books, but they're too long. It's not possible. Movies are never as good as books. Exactly. You don't think you have a famous person story? My sister met all celebs having dinner with a prince in his house. That would be crazy. That's a good one. I've met a football player who has a Super Bowl ring, but he's friends with my grandparents, but I can't remember his name. Yeah, I can't think of any others. I'm sure there's others. But, yeah. If you had a choice to go back in time or into the future, which would you choose? Oh man. Half of me feels like I would want to go into the future just to figure out how all this BS in the United States is going to end. But at the same time, I kind of don't really want to know. And I don't know. I feel like going back in time would be really cool too. So, you've met 2 people from Dancing with the Stars. That's fun. Need to come and support you. Go, girl. Hi there. Thank you so much for coming and supporting the channel. All right, next question. If you could lock someone up and throw away the key, would you, and if so, who would that be? Oh, geez, I could think of a lot of people that need to be locked up. If we're going with, like, people we know, I don't know, our old coach, my old boss. I don't know. There's a lot of people out there that could. There's definitely a lot of politicians that could. There's a lot of celebrities that could. I don't know. So, Santiago would go into the future, go into the past, and warn you. Yeah, warn you. You would not believe 2020. If somebody came from the future and told you now, like, or what if you went back and told yourself, like, there's no way, you would not believe it. Is time currently passing quickly or slowly for you? It's going slowly. Like, right now it's going fast because I'm playing Animal Crossing, but in general I feel like 2020 is, like, dragging. Okay. You found meringue. Nice. I have never seen meringue on an island ever. And so far we're not. I know a lot of people like this one. I've seen a lot of people go after this one. What's your plan for the surviving the zombie invasion? I would honestly probably go out to my grandparents' house because they're surrounded by, like, a bunch of land with nothing around them. And my family does competitive shooting, so I know we'd be okay over there. We could also house a lot of people, so we could do, like, a really big community there. We'd be good. We'd be good. They also have a farm on there, so we could grow food and stuff. We'd be good. Definitely. You don't want to do either? Don't want to change the past, I don't want to know the future. Yeah, I could agree with that. What technology advance are you looking forward to in the future? I don't know if this is specifically talking about, like, technology as in, like, computers and stuff, but as far as, like, advancements, I think that I feel like there could be better technology as far as, like, dealing with cancer, like diagnosing cancer, curing cancer, I don't know, different things like that. For technology, I don't know. I mean, people are going to say, like, hover cars and stuff, but, like, I don't really care. If you had to wear a hat for the next week, what type of hat would you choose? That's a weird question. What type of hat would I choose? Just like a baseball cap? I don't know. I don't wear hats. I really don't know. We just keep getting repeats. What do you hope to be an expert about at some point in your life? I don't know. I don't know that I can ever really be an expert at anything per se, because I'm definitely a believer in, like, you can always keep growing, you can always do better, and you can always keep learning. So, yeah. Yeah, I believe it's not Thanksgiving and people are putting up Christmas stuff. Yep. getting any of the good ones. An Arthur clown wig. Oh, that would be funny. A beret. Ready to go home. What mode of transportation have you never tried? I've never been in a hot air balloon. Does that count? I've also never been on a motorcycle. It's 2020, no one would see you. You're right. You are right. You could really wear any type of hat you want. Nobody would see you. Yeah, never been on a hot air balloon and I've never been on a motorcycle. Actually, that's a lie. I've been on a hot air balloon. It just went up. It didn't move. So I guess I can't even really say that. I didn't travel anywhere on a hot air balloon, but I have been in one. It just was latched to the ground. Go with a wild hat in 2020. You should wear like the big like cat in the hat, like big cat in the hat thing. That'd be funny. So mode of transportation I've never tried is a motorcycle, I guess. And I don't ever plan on riding a motorcycle. Let's see. So many repeats now. Do you have something special that picks you up when you feel down? What is it? Whenever I like have really, really bad anxiety or something like that, I like to watch Downton Abbey. I don't know if anybody's ever watched that, but for some reason it's really like, I don't know why. I think maybe because like Ennui and I discovered Downton Abbey while we were on vacation. And so like that was like a most relaxing time. So maybe it just like brings me back to that. I don't know. But whenever I'm like really stressed out or I have really bad anxiety or I need to take my mind off something, I can watch Downton Abbey and I can like get really, really into it. Even though I've watched it like 5 times. We've never been on a boat. Always wanted to. I have my boating license in the state of Virginia. I've been on a train. Been on several trains. We always go boating. I've been on a cruise ship. That's kind of a mode of transportation, right? Yeah, but my grandparents owned a lake house and they had a boat and we would always go water skiing and all that stuff. So boats are definitely a big one for me. I've also witnessed several boating accidents, so that's also kind of scary. But yeah, Downton Abbey is amazing. If you haven't watched Downton Abbey, you need to watch it. It's a little slow. You got to get to like episode 4 or 5, so you got to give it a chance. But then it really picks up. Oh wait, am I out of tickets again? Oh, I'm out of tickets. So we went through 50 tickets and nothing. All right, let's see. Let's see. How about? I need a new question. What's something in your fridge right now that should probably be thrown out? I don't know. I had really old potato soup in there. I threw it out today though, so there's that. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Hopefully still alive. That's what I'm going for right now. So, I feel like I've answered all the questions on here. I can't think of anything else. You want to see it but don't know where to watch it. I watch Downton Abbey on Amazon Prime. So, yeah. But, okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here because we've gone through another 50 tickets and still haven't found anything. But I'm tired and I need to go to bed. So, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you all had fun listening to me answer random questions. We literally found nothing that we wanted to keep today, but that's okay. Thank you all so much, and give the video a thumbs up if you haven't 14 likes. So get it to 15. Let's see if we can get one more and get it to 15. But yeah, still live in 5 years. That's what everybody's saying. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a really good night. Happy gaming. And I'll see you guys in the next one. You are welcome on Wii. Thank you for coming to the stream. Bye, everyone.